About 9 years ago, then Vice President Joe Biden famously described the conditions at LaGuardia Airport as the kind found in a third world country. But things are looking very different this year. Richard Quest interviews the man behind the latest changes there.
Traveling to New York City used to be a miserable experience, something to be endured, not enjoyed. It was a journey through places like LaGuardia that Joe Biden once compared to arriving in a third world country. And the other airports in the tri-state area weren't much better. JFK, Newark, and even the Port Authority bus terminal. They were too small, out of date, and difficult to get to. Survey after survey showed travelers thought they were amongst the worst in the country. The Port Authority has spent billions of dollars and many years rebuilding the travel experience. LaGuardia Terminal B, rebuilt, reopened, and just named the world's best new terminal by Skytrax. And now Terminal A at Newark, recently opened after a $2.7 billion renovation.
I like this.
And that's where I met the man behind it all, the head of the Port Authority, Rick Cotton.
Soup to nuts. We are tearing down the old facilities and building new 21st century facilities at every single one of our major airports.
Michael O'Leary of Ryanair is a firm believer that all you need is a shed. That you go in the, you've heard this, you go in the front, you go out the back. You don't necessarily subscribe to that view. You think there needs to be something that says something.
Yes, well, airports are gateways, first of all, and they're also symbols of the regions that they serve. And so that's what they need to be.
One of the airports isn't actually in New York. It's Newark. Now they're proudly pointing out that Newark is close to New York, but it's actually next door.
You will see references to New Jersey across this new Terminal A. You will see constant references to New York across the new LaGuardia. You will see future tense. We're spending $19 billion at JFK. You will see in those terminals New York.
Mr. Cotton told me that the old Terminal A was built 50 years ago. It was another era in travel. Over the years, it was too small and in the worst condition of all the terminals at Newark. He told me the lessons they learned as they were building the new Terminal A.
What we've learned is you need open spaces. You can't have pinch points. You can't have places where queues form. You have to have the technology support rapid throughput, the ease with which people board, so that all of these gates are equipped with e-gates in ways that right now people can board just with their cell phone, but in the future it'll be biometric.
We're getting ready for a summer that last year was horrible. Will this year be better? Are you ready? I know to an extent it's not you. It's all the various, but you get the blame.
Well, the fact is the system is still struggling a bit in terms of coming back, finding staff that goes across. It's with our government partners, it's with the airlines, it's with the Port Authority. We have the highest vacancy in terms of jobs we're trying to fill. And this summer is going to be over 2019 levels. There's just no question. Travel has come back. So we're preparing for it in terms of actually hiring extra staff. We're preparing for it in terms of being sure that every system has checks and double checks, but it's going to be a challenge.